Little Martha. Hi. You must be Martha. Who told you? Your mum. Oh. All right. I'm going to go. Old salt mine. Oh, we can have a look down the mine. Tassing's old salt mine. How the town made money before the Imperial Road opened up. Gravestone Lucky left flowers at. 2 innocents. Right. Okay, so that's the forest. Not a huge amount of stuff. Oh, Smokey's home. Is this now empty? Oh no, he's still here. Oh, hello, Master Marla. You're looking well. Thank you, Smokey. How are you? I'm well enough. I guess Václav went his way a few years ago, which I suppose was bound to happen. I miss the company sometimes, but now there's no one to keep me from me gossip. No one to tell it to, either. Have I missed much? The things I could tell you since you left Tassing. We'd be here till kingdom come. Oh? I did see another Imperial Reichspost courier ride from the Abbey a few days ago. Sounds like the post office. Private mail service run by the Turn-on Taxis family and approved by the Holy Roman Empire. Okay. Brother Guy dropped the bag once. It looked heavy. The Abbey must be doing better than that abbot is letting on. I'd heard the Abbey was struggling with its funds. Curious, isn't it? Couriers arrive once or twice a month. Doesn't help that the abbot has tightened restrictions so close to St. John's Eve, too. The townsfolk get up to all sorts of mischief then. What sort of mischief? I'd wager Johan and Kat will find some corner to play in again. It's practically tradition at this point. Veronica and Brigitte might go out for a midnight dip by the waterfall too. They've been swimming out there for years. Now everyone's getting clever, trying to stay out from the abbot's eye. He's a formidable man. I didn't see you in the town commons during Otto's speech. Are you standing with the peasants? Well, their cause doesn't really affect me, does it? I'm as worried as anyone about soldiers rushing through here, but the new taxes and restrictions don't bother me. I understand why they're upset, but I've been doing fine out here with less than they have. Nothing will change for me if they get their way. I see. Well, enough of that. Thanks for stopping by, Master Marla. Until later, Smokey. Until then. There's the Abbey in the distance. Hello. Brother Voislav used time. Oh, time. So, yeah, we've heard Compline again with the abbot. I assume he's going to die. Is there anyone in here now? Nope. Yeah, I don't really have anything else to do I? I could just keep going. Yeah, let's just go to the town commons then. Portilia. Well. You're that artist, the one who lived with the Gertners. Got mixed up in the wonderful killing of that rat, the Baron. Yes, Andreas Marla. I know your name. Anyway, no time to talk now, fancy man. It's time to call to the tire. Oh, call to the fire. Call? Oude ans Mama Pecta. Nus odein quest guadu perti. Ve, nus clementi. Did I hear Pecta in there? So what if you did? Did you become a hound of the Lord during your time away? Come to Tassing to sniff out the heathens and heretics. I just don't know if you should be invoking a pagan goddess at St. John's Fire. Mind your own business. Go back to your city. Leave us to our ways. Ha 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 ha. Okay. Master Andreas, look at how big the bonfire is. The decorations are so fancy. Quick tempo. Yeah, no. Yeah, I don't think anyone will hear that, will they? The St. John's Eve Festival is a big event for Tassing. I missed it last time I was here. Haven't you ever been to a festival like this, Casper? No, I've never seen anything like this. Can I stay at the bonfire and see the costumes and watch them collect herbs, Master Marler? Please? Alright, but follow along and don't get in their way. I'm too tired for the festival. I think I'll just turn in for the night. Yes, I promise I won't be in trouble. I'll see you tomorrow, Master. Go to bed. No, I want to talk to people. Evening, Andreas. Say, how do you like the bonfire? We built it nice this year. Big and sturdy. It's a fine setup, Carl. Excellent work. I know we can't compare to where you come from, but we still give it our all in celebration of the light who prepared the way for our Lord. Anton, you remember Andreas Mahler, the master artist? Yeah, I've seen him around town. Son, be polite. Oh, hello, Master Mahler. How are you? I'm well, thank you, young man. Anton's a good boy, let me tell you. Bit of a rascal, as you can see, but he's got a good head and a good heart. Likes to hide it, though. Oh, Dad, will you stop? Easy to rile you up, just like your mother. How's Helena? Is she not attending the bonfire? She'll join us later. She went with Martha to dip their toes into the stream and to pick some flowers for the garlands and wreaths. It's important to hold to traditions. You're right, especially with the times we're having. Besides, maybe Martha and Helena will come across the blossom of a fern out there. What's so funny about that? Ferns don't flower. That means no power to speak with animals for you, boy. In Poland, young couples go into the woods together searching for the fern. It's like an engagement ritual. I like that, as long as they also make their vows before God. Will I be going into the woods with a girl soon? You know, Anton, it's not the time nor the company to talk about that. Let's just enjoy the celebrations. Speaking of, what do you think of the festival so far, Anton? Oh, it's fine, I guess. I like the fires when they're lit. Oh, wow. The mountains get to twinkle like the stars. I don't like when people get drunk and rowdy as the night goes on. They get into fights and all. But your dad keeps the trouble away, yes? Yeah, he doesn't like it when they go too far. Language, my boy. God doesn't look kindly on blaspheming. But those are your words, Dad. Best you don't quote me. Quote the scriptures instead. It's better for your soul. You listen to your father, Anton. I will. I do. Hey, what did I just say? Don't let the mother catch you with that mouth. Well, I'll let you get back to the festivities now. It was a pleasure. Until later, Andreas. Bye. Should I go around and chat with everyone? Yeah, let's go back and chat with people, because there's the thing he popped up with remembering. Why, Martin, look who it is. Good evening, Andreas. Andreas, you're staying for the festival, I hope. Of course he's staying. He wouldn't... Who would miss this, especially after you burly boys built such a beautiful bonfire? Burly boy like me would do anything for you, Dove. Couldn't help myself. Brigitte, Martin, you're feeling very festive, I see. The food, the fires, the dancing, it really is a night to enjoy. It's to honour the anniversary of the birth of Blessed John, a vigil for he who prepared the way. Yes, yes, and he'd have liked everyone to have a good mood in their hearts and good food in their bellies. As a hermit who wandered in the desert living off locusts and wild honey, he probably wouldn't agree. I'd like to live off some wild honey myself, if you can catch me. Are you going to heed Otto's call and go into the forest? Nope, I'm really not looking for trouble. There's enough of that going around. Even though you supported him earlier during his speech. He speaks his mind on what's important, but like I've said, I have no personal interest to provoke the abbot. We're God-fearing people, Andreas. What did you argue about with Otto anyway when I first saw you in the meadow? Oh, nothing of note. Andreas, please, enough of this talk. We're here to celebrate. And Martin and I will dance until our legs begin to waver. Isn't that right? Wouldn't miss it for the world. That's delightful. I hope you have a great evening. You as well, Andreas. Until later. Okay. Till. Hello, Master Marla. Evening, Till. Enjoying the festival? Very much so. I perhaps feel a tad old for the more active side of the celebrations, but I enjoy the sights and sounds. Did you know the word for the summer solstice leads back to the Romans? Solstitium, the sun stands still. Such as it looks at this time of year. The sun rises higher for a longer time, and it stays there before falling again. Fitting allegory for the great cosmic arc of mankind, rise and fall. But to make up for that, dancing, leaping, songs, joy and mirth. Join and invest at the time. People do seem elated, although I don't think the same applies to Abbot Gurnet. Otto's courting danger, I agree, going against the decrees of the Abbey like so. The festival has always had a rebellious streak of jest and mockery. I don't see it as sacred as some. And what are we mocking? The fools of the community, most like. The vices folks get up to, especially those more important than us peasants. Overall, I think it brings people together. I wish I could read more about all this. Well, with the Abbey selling books from their library, I hoped I could get some for myself, but it proved to be far too expensive. Klaus and his printings have proven to be of more use, and a fair bit cheaper. Have you come across any interesting tales? I have indeed, Master Marla. Or, didn't quite understand everything. The text was in Latin. It was by a Roman named Strabo? It's not changing, alright. And it was about geography. That's why I noticed it. The noted philosopher and historian. He's actually Greek by birth. I imagine you're reading his Geographica. Oh yes, that could have been it. The book was about many kinds of barbarians, which also included the Rieti tribe I read about years ago. The people who used to live on this very land before the Romans arrived. He called this place Ratium and described it as a cluster of daub huts, and its people hostile and warlike, only interested in hunting and foraging. There was something about Manus and his sons, but I couldn't understand a lot of it. In many cases, when the Romans came, most of these locals were driven out, but some were captured to work in the fields and the mines. What happened to the locals who were forced out? No idea. I would imagine that after the Romans were driven off, then when their empire started falling apart, maybe the barbarians came back. But were they really the same people, or nomads from elsewhere? I guess we may never know. Thank you for the quick history. I'll let you get back to the festivities. Enjoy yourself tonight, Master Marla. Until later. Till Peter. Good evening, Andres. Nice to see you here. Grandpa, look who it is. Hey? Oh, the artist. You're still around? I thought to stay and enjoy the festivities. Ha! Call this a festival? You haven't seen nothing yet. You're not going to tell the story again, are you? You kids need to learn it by heart. El Spectre will run you down. Ah, this is about the wild hunt? Yes, it draws near. Heed me warning. Grandpa, you're getting agitated again. It's not good for your health. Nonsense! I can outlive anyone out there. So, where was I? The wild hunt? The wild hunt? Yes, did you bring your mask? I didn't realise I was supposed to bring one. Ah, the fools I have to suffer. The mask's to protect us as we banish the witches and spirits into Percta's path. She punishes all humans she finds in the woods on St. John's Eve, since only witches are out in the wilderness. Anyone caught will be turned into animals. No one but a priest can then turn you back. Well, I guess I can imagine a worse punishment. You joke, artist, but you won't be laughing when Perkta finds you. Stay indoors tonight if you want to come outside. If you want to come outside, stay within the light of St. John's fire. At least St. Sasha blesses the herbs in the forest this night. And the women will gather the herbs regardless of that abbot. It's certainly important to stockpile some for the winter. Yeah, thank you for teaching me more about local traditions. Hey! Hey, Big Yorg! You grab some of those ashes with you after the bonfire has died down. Fine. What are the ashes for? Hey! To spread across the garden. Ensures a good harvest. Because you city people don't know anything. It'd be like that, Grandpa. Now that story time is over, how are you enjoying the evening so far, Andreas? I've spoken to a few other people here. Very enlightening. It's the best time to spend time with your friends. Have you heard anything interesting? Ah, gossip. You two are like that burner in the forest, Smokey. That's the one. Always nosy about other people. I've also been invited to have dinner with the abbot. Well, I've been. Guess it's been fun to hear what people think about St. John's Eve. Maybe you'll get a few dances as well, eh, Andreas? I'd rather not. I hope I get the chance to dance with my dear. Can't see you why you couldn't. Big Yorg is right there. Yes. Big... Oh. Oh dear. Oh no. Well, I shouldn't keep you from the night celebration until late. Yes. The person I'm married to. That's definitely who I meant by my dear. Ugh. This bonfire is much similar to the ones in Nuremberg, but it's pretty all the same. Talk to Werner. Andreas. Salutations, you must be that illustrious artist. Balthasar Eisenkopf. Pleasure to meet you, but call me Baltus, please. It's much more familiar. Oh, you're the one Ursula was talking about. Haha, yes, that girl always sneaking around my workshop. Thinks I can't see her. How quaint. What brings you to Tassing? Balthazar here decided to stay in this town for whatever unfathomable reason after his cart broke. It's not unfathomable. I enjoy the calming vistas, the peace and quiet. It has been neither lately. You mean what with Otto and the peasants have been saying? Of course that's what I mean. What else would I be talking about? You've gotten slow in your old age, Marla. And what is that to you? What is it you do, Balthus? He's an inventor of sorts. I make all manner of mechanical contraptions. For all the use it is. The mind of the inventor exists to create, to build, to go one step further. One step further towards the garbage heap. A very inspiring thought, Balthus. Why, I thank you, Master Artist. Speaking of, have you had the chance to look around town tonight? I imagine the sights could also be inspiring to your artistic mind. Tassing certainly looks cheerful with the decorations and bonfire. Indeed, look at their peasant ingenuity. Consider the bonfire itself. It is built to allow the air and heat to flow through it at great speed, and how it roars. It's a clever piece of construction, but Otto's a clever man. It is a feat almost worthy of a university degree. These people have natural traditions. They manage to figure out many clever things without even the most cursory education. It is knowledge that hails from preceding generations, lived experience passed along through the chain of time. Not quite the knowledge of a rigorously educated mind, perhaps, but nonetheless useful. Yeah, you don't need a university education to be smart. Of course you'd say that. Neither of you know these people like I do. God has assigned them their place in the order of the world for good reason.